Ultra Boys, so we're back with another video. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about a couple of things, but the main thing we're going to be talking about is things that people should never, and I mean never, know about you. Okay? If y'all new to the channel, I'm here to return men back to true masculinity through God. Along the way, we're going to be talking about a couple of interesting topics too, which I think will help you guys and help everybody in general. Okay? So, like I said, I'm not going to waste your time. Let's get into it. So, things that people should never know about you. Now, there are some things that, of course, you can share with people, but there are some things it's just, in my opinion, are just non-negotiable, and it always depends on the situation. Now, these aren't absolute, meaning that it's all based on circumstance, and I'm gonna break that down for you guys. Okay, so I have three things on the list that we're gonna talk about. So, number three, the third thing that people should never know about you are your plans, your goals, and all this and that. The reason for that is nothing in particular, but the reason why it's not a smart idea to share what you want or what you want to do or what you plan on doing in life is because in reality, you don't even know what's gonna happen in your life. Okay? Now, in 5 years, you could say, yeah, I want to be a millionaire and all this, but in reality, you don't know if you're even gonna live tomorrow. Okay, that's one reason to realistically look at it. A second reason, again, is a lot of times when you tell people your plans, again, you don't know who you're speaking to sometimes. Somebody might look like they want you to win, but in reality, they don't want your plans to be successful. You get what I'm saying? So if you have plans to do something, just do whatever you plan on doing and let the results or let people see for themselves. Because a lot of times when you tell people your plans, they're trying to go against it because, again, you don't know who you're talking to. And this is circumstantial as well because it all depends on who you're talking to. Let's just say you've been friends with somebody for 15, 20 years and you've always sat down with them. That's your homeboy, that's your homegirl. You've always sat down with them and you guys bounce ideas off of each other. If you've carefully vetted that friend and you know the type of person they are, okay, then you could, you know, share some plans with them. And I say some because it's not every plan you should tell before you do it. Some things they just have to see it afterwards. Again, this is circumstantial. Okay. The second thing that people should never know about you is who you're sleeping with or who you're having relations with. This is a given. Okay. If you and a woman are, again, you guys are doing whatever y'all doing, y'all spending time with each other, you guys are being intimate, you don't go blabbing that to other people unless, again, circumstantial. If it's your close friend that you vetted for years and you guys have those type of conversations, okay. Another way too is people, again, social media, putting relationships on social media. That is the worst idea you could ever do. The reason why is because the less people know, the better it is. Okay? Let's just say you have a relationship, a public relationship. You're posting on Instagram, TikTok, whatever it may be, and you guys are happy, or at least you portray that you're happy because, you know, things happen sometimes. At least you portray that you're happy. Some people are so miserable, they're going to fabricate certain stories to try to sabotage you guys. For example, if you and your girlfriend, you guys are posting each other, all of a sudden here comes a dude. Oh yeah, bro, she was doing this and this and that 2, 3 years ago, or whatever it may be. Vice versa. A woman who's miserable, who's jealous of you, or is jealous of who your man is, or maybe she wants your man. Now she's saying, oh yeah, he tried to slide in my DMs 2, 3 years ago, whatever it may be. Or sometimes it's lies or it's old stuff. They're always trying to bring stuff up. Public relationships are not a smart idea, and telling a whole bunch of people about who you're with, also not a smart idea because, again, you don't know how people genuinely feel about that or whatever it may be. Just not a smart idea. Okay. Now, the first thing that people should never know about you is how much money you make. Now, whether that be you work in your job or you have a side hustle or maybe you have a business, whatever it is that's bringing you bread, that's taking care of your bills, people don't need to know that. Again, circumstantial. If you have a close friend, if that's your homeboy, if that's your get money buddy, if that's your hustle partner, if you guys do business together, if that's somebody, again, you vetted through years and years, and you see that they can be trusted with certain information, you could share some information about your finances. For example, when I say some, they could ask you how much money you make. You could say something vague like, "Oh, my last paycheck was only 3,000." What they don't know is that 3,000 might have been with overtime, or it might have been without overtime. But telling them, "Yeah, my base salary is I make 30 an hour," or "I make salary 2,000 a week." Don't tell people how much money you're making. Same thing in a business, okay? Now, I remember when I ran a business, people used to ask me, how many clients do you get per week? Or how much money do you make per week? And I'm always vague. It varies. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. I don't ever give them a straight answer. Again, circumstantial. I've had close friends who I'm like, "Yeah, today was a decent week. I made about this much. I made about that much." Again, circumstantial. The reason I say this is you're going to have that group of friends that obviously those are your war buddies. You guys have been to war together. You guys have been through difficulties together. You got each other's backs, and you have genuine friends, and they have pure heart. If it's something like that, okay, you could share with them, "Yeah, bro, I made 10,000 this month, or I made 1,000 this week, or I make 30 an hour, I make 20 an hour, I make this much an hour." Again, circumstantial is based on the circumstances, okay? And this wraps it up. Again, I'm not trying to waste your time. You got stuff to do. I got stuff to do. So again, these things are circumstantial, but a lot of things you just don't jump to telling people right away. Okay, some things are meant to keep inside. You can share a lot of things, but again, I think that these are things that you just don't share with just anybody unless it's somebody that you vetted, you're close to, who is genuine, and somebody that has a pure heart or that's close to you. Okay, so if you guys have any more that you could add to the list, comment them down below. And if you guys have any video ideas, drop them down. We're gonna wrap this up here, and yeah, I'm out.